Hello, BookTube. This is Jack the Rambling Raconteur here with my special guest and one of my favorite reading partners, my older daughter. And we had the VNSA used books. Put your dress down. Used book sale this weekend in Phoenix at the state fairgrounds, where they bring in many books, and then they have a huge arena area where 2,000 people, fire marshal's orders, can go. And so this trooper was there with me while we got all these amazing books. And so she got a little book haul, and I think she wanted to show those first, and then I'll do mine. So first off, you got these ones, right? Can you show us these ones? Can you call them up? So we got some really fun puzzle books, which are nice because kids get to look for the different items and learn what those words are and see examples of them, and with characters they're familiar with. And so you really enjoy these, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one has musical instruments. Okay. Do you want to hold it up so everybody can see this one? That's nice. All right. Okay. And then we got one of my favorite series as a child were the little pocket illustrated classics. Legitimately, as a child, I would put these in my pocket. Here, sweetie. Do you want this one? Were you going to show this one? I would put these in my pocket, and so we grabbed Mutiny on the Bounty, Edgar Allan Poe's stories, Wind in the Willows, Washington Irving stories, Kidnapped. She loves Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, so when we found some other Robert Louis Stevenson books, we got really excited, right? Mm-hmm. Did you like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character?
Dr. Jekyll.
Uh-oh, that's okay. You want to show them this one?
Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Okay.
So we got some more Robert Louis Stevenson. You want to show them? And they're great because they're kid-sized books. They fit in the kids' hands. All right, let's look at some more of the books we got for you. We got some books. So, can you read yet?
No.
Not quite, but do you know all your letters?
Yes.
Yes, and do you know a bunch of the sounds of those letters?
No.
Yes, you do. What sound is that?
B. A. A. C. K.
B, L, A, K. Black.
Black.
So we got The Black Pearl. Then a couple of exciting Nancy Drew mysteries to read when you're a little bit older, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, can you take the necklace out of your mouth, sweetie? All right. And then we got some other awesome kids books, which are really cool. All right. And then did you want to show the Matisse book and how it can open up and do the different... Do you want to show that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is a really cool one. It's a book that shows the artwork, and so as the pages turn, it actually reveals different aspects of the Matisse painting. And so we were really interested in this, and it's apparently a series. I haven't seen it at the library, but I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out, and also just, on general used book hauls and principles. Okay? Let's show them one more page. Okay? You got it? There you go. No, this one's good. So it just shows really cool pieces of artwork within here. And of course has all sorts of words and language for kids to learn. All right, that's enough. We're going to put this one down now, okay? So there was, when we were waiting in line, was there one book that you reminded me I was going to look for? Can you say it louder?
Samuel Pepys.
Samuel Pepys. And then what did we find?
Samuel Pepys.
Samuel Pepys. So that was the first part of the father-daughter book haul. All right, look at Daddy. Are you all done? Okay, you go play. All right. Shut the door on your way out.
Are you gonna stay?
Yeah, I'm gonna just finish mine. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Love you. So there were a few books I got. We grabbed Len Deighton's short stories, Declarations of War. Here are his spy novels. Haven't ever read his stories, but I'm very much looking forward to them. couple of the Lonely Trollops, American Senator, Marion Fay. A portable Victorian reader. So generally, I prefer the, smaller paperback-sized Viking portables. But I really wanted to read the Victorian reader. I've never seen a copy of it in any size, and so I grabbed the trade paperback, even though I'm not a huge fan of them. I like the idea that these are actually portable. These can like fit in a pocket or something. This is the portable Native American reader, which is amazing because it not only does it have all the cultural tradition and great literature, but it also has writings that take place in Arizona, and where I can take my family to, and we'll go hiking or visit the cultural sites and experience those. And this, gives us kind of a book to do some of that with, or as we travel to see family in different parts of the country. One other portable reader, the portable Greek reader, which this is just fantastic with the Lord May's artwork, and you can see like Thucydides and some of the other writers. I think Pindar's down here, who are within this book. Just a fantastic book, fantastic cover. Letters of John Cheever. Love his stories. Not a huge fan of his novels. I'm hoping, I didn't mind spending $1 for his letters, and hopefully that will prove fruitful. I've been working through the Raymond D. Brown Introduction to the New Testament each week. As I read like 1 or 2 books from the New Testament, I read his commentary on it. And I found his Gospel According to John commentary, which is just fantastic. I mean, if you've read that, you know that it should be about this many pages, and we've got this discussion of it from someone who spent his entire early and middle adult life working on the Gospel of John for the most part, before he moved into larger New Testament studies. Some other books. Gita Mopson. It says complete short stories. I'm fairly certain it's not. There's a couple that I looked for that I didn't see, but it's still a great volume, and it's about 1,000. It's over 1,000 pages worth of Mopson stories. He's a disturbing mind, but a great mind, and I really, really enjoy his stories. 2 volumes of Isaac Bashevis Singer's short stories. The works of Victor Hugo and Les Miserables is probably one of my 5 favorite novels, 5 greatest novels. I even really enjoy the passage about the sewers. I love that book. This has some essays, some articles, some short stories, like crime stories that I had no idea he ever wrote. It does include Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then it has beyond Les Miserables, what I really like about Victor Hugo is his poetry, and this has almost 100 pages of his poetry to start it off, and so I really grabbed it for the poetry, and then saw later on that there were these articles and other stories that I'll be digging into. This is the travel writings of John Dos Passos, and then some poetry and essays as well, Library of America, and I've read parts of USA. I started reading travel writing when I first was going to go to Italy with my wife, and I read Goethe's Italian Journey and really liked it, so I figured I'd spend $1 and find out what John Dos Passos thought about it. He has some really interesting ones where he travels through Western Asia and the Middle East right after World War I, and so there's just some really interesting passages in there from what I could tell while standing in line. James Agee, including Let Us Now Praise Famous Men, which I'm very excited to read. Had it on my list of sort of keeping an eye out for it for a few years now. Some Balzac stories. The Upanishads, which are written in Sanskrit, and these are translated by Juan Mascaro, who did the Bhagavad Gita for Penguin Classics, and the green top of the spine translation. I really loved that translation, and so I'm looking forward to reading these. Early Greek philosophy, Heraclitus, Zeno, Thales, Pythagoras, all the oddballs. Reporting Civil Rights, Part 1. I was really excited for this because that book right there, that last Black Library of America, no, second to last one. Last one's American Service, second to last one is Reporting Civil Rights Part 2. And so I found Part 1, which gives me 1941 now through into the 1970s, and just great journalism as it was happening in the moment, what was going on in our country. Let's see, A Tomb for Boris Davidovich by Danilo Keys. And this is from the Penguin series where Philip Roth and I think John Updike might have helped with it. They found some Central and Eastern European writers who weren't well known and then got their works translated into English and published. So I read Bruno Schultz's Street of the Crocodiles from that same series. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to this one. Honoré de Bolsac. And these are a bunch of novellas and like novelettes.
Look what I have.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you look so nice.
Thank you.
Come here, come here. Do you want to show? What color is that?
Blue.
Wow,
Papa gave me it.
that's amazing. That's
I'm gonna-
amazing.
I'm gonna
Did you
show-
say thank you?
No.
No? Well, go say thank you, okay? Go say thank you. And then the last one, save the best for last. Audubon's writings and drawings, especially the ornithological biography, including the color plates. So as we read those, we'll get to look at the pictures. Well, it's been a busy weekend, BookTube, but I'll see you soon. Thank you.